for so many people that want the bigger dream or the bigger goal, they might be living a life of continued low grade discomfort. I don't really like my job, but it pays me regularly. I don't really like my boss, but we only meet once a week. I don't really feel good in the office, but I get to work home on Fridays. So it's like a low grade discomfort or a low grade unhappiness. That was me in my career. That was me in my relationships. And that was me in a lot of my life, was just like, it wasn't that bad. Sometimes I'd have weeks where it was so bad, but it would go back to the baseline of discomfort. But what I realized was that when I blew my whole life up and left the job, left the relationship, left the city, all of that, it hurt for a little bit. But like that momentum and that freedom and liberation and the quickness and the shortness of the higher grade discomfort for the shorter amount of time was so worth it. And I think when we can really push ourselves to, first of all, really track and be truthful about our happiness level on a day-to-day basis. And I always have my clients track daily how they feel, because I think our brains are so smart. So we could tell ourselves that we're happier than what we are. We could tell ourselves that our job isn't as bad as it is, that the relationship isn't as bad as it is. And when you have a journal to track, you can see. So getting really honest about where you are, and then really building that courage to know that that discomfort that you have when you're going for your dreams, when you're going for the life that you want, when you're going for the truth of who you are, it's going to feel uncomfortable, because all the parts of you that are so scared of failure, so scared of looking stupid, so scared of what your parents are going to think, are going to be very loud and talking. But if your soul is leading, I've had so many moments in my life where, and I'm sure you've had this too, and I'm curious when you've had it, where every voice within me was just quelled by the truth of my soul. And it's the best feeling in the world. And if I could have it every day, I would. It's like injected in my veins. There's just a soul knowing.